All right, we are back in action for round number 4, and 4 for 4 on die rolls. Let's see if we can go 4 for 4 on winning the match as well. And this hand looks like a bit of a gooler, as they say. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. We have some cheap removal spells and a Corsair Crew fix. So this one is a snapperooski. So we'll start with Temple Malady and Fleece Mane. Yep, put it on top. Turn 2 Fleece Mane Lion seems pretty sweet. Especially when we can follow up with a Dromoka's command if we need to, or a Courser, or a plethora of other spells. So our opponent is leading with a Warden. That's interesting. All right, we'll just go ahead and jam our Lion right down into this battlefield. And well, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and block here, and our opponent can pump the Warden and trade, but I'm actually okay with that because we have Courser to follow up with. So now we get to play Courser on a basically empty board, which is pretty sweet. Looks like our opponent's on Abzan Aggro, a deck that I know and love quite well. Wow, no play. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. And it looks like probably Downfall on the Courser in our draw step, so we can't play that Heath, but bad news for him is we have another Courser. So that's pretty much a goulet. And I want this Den Protector, so we're not going to fetch it away. It's probably... okay, it's a lion. Command? Another lion. Okay. Oh, man. Bile Blight would be a thing. If we draw a Black Source Forest. Huh. Alright, well, we didn't get to wreck our opponent as bad as we could have. Alright, well, let's go ahead and crash on in. See if our opponent blocks here, so we can actually blow them out pretty well on a block. Using Abzan Charm and Dromoka's command. Okay, double block. Okay, so first step, we'll put a +1/+1 counter here and fight a lion. And then let's go ahead and fetch away and find a plains. Downfall on top. And I can just put 2 counters on my Courser. And get to kill both of his guys. Basically just a 2 for 2, but we got to end up with a 5/7 Courser in the process. So if our opponent doesn't have, alright, Thoughtseize is pretty good. Probably going to strip this Den Protector. But if our opponent doesn't have Abzan Charm to exile Courser, then we're in pretty good shape with 5/7 Courser. Yeah, it's probably Abzan Charm. Alright, send in the Courser. And exile it with Abzan Charm. I wish we had drawn a Black Source for Bile Blight. We could just Bile Blight this, and it wouldn't die to the Abzan Charm, but yep. As it stands, that's going to happen. And we're going to draw 2, lose 2. And let's go ahead and Thoughtseize our opponent. Oops, yep, okay, Thoughtseize. Take Anafenza. Alright, so our opponent has no cards in hand, and we have Bioblight Downfall, so we're in really good shape. A lot of draws that just kind of win the game for us here. And not Sandstep Citadel, but that's fine. And Lion. Oops. Yeah, go and jam a Lion. Pretty good draw. And I'm just going to try to Monstrous here in his upkeep and hope he doesn't have a removal spell, and he doesn't, so that's pretty sweet. It does have a Death Dealer, though, which he can pump twice. Okay. Elspeth, our Lady Elspeth, perfect. Alright. Yeah, no reason to attack here. Our opponent can just block, and then we get hit by a lot more on the swing back. Yeah, let's actually attack here, though. Just tax his mana a little bit. And then play Elspeth. And now if our opponent taps too much mana, we can Bioblight the Death Dealer. Okay. And that's game. Okay. I think Abzan Control is pretty favored against Abzan Aggro, especially with Elspeth's just such a powerful card against them. I'm going to go and bring in Ugin. I don't think that Command is where we want to be. I do want the cut. And I don't want Read the Bones on the draw. I might want them on the play. I think I want a single Crux of Fate. And I have to figure out what I want to cut. I think it's just, well, I think it's 2 Thoughtseize. I think we want 2 maybe on the draw, but I don't think we want any. I think we want 2 Thoughtseize on the draw, and then we want probably this mix here. And then on the play, we can probably cut all the Thoughtseize and bring in the Read the Bones and try that out on the play, but I think on the draw, having access to a couple of Thoughtseize and no Read the Bones is where we want to be, because you don't want to draw. You don't want to get stuck to like fall. You can easily fall too far behind, especially against a deck like Abzan Aggro. So I think this is the configuration that we're gonna want. Silence the Believers again would be pretty sweet if we still had that on our list, but we don't. The old 14 card sideboard, trying to get there. Okay. This is kind of a weak hand, but I'm going to keep it. One, Abzan Aggro usually plays a lot of Urborgs, which would help us a lot. And 2, like, you know, we have a number of draws that would be good for us. So, like, various black sources and things. Okay, there's a black source. So now we can cast Abzan Charm. And like we're a green source away from casting Corsair, so we're kind of back in the business. Dromoka's? No. This feels like a Dromoka's command. Maybe? No. Self-inflicted wound. Okay. Oh, that's painful, but it is what it is. Here, actually, I think we just take 3, and we'll exile whatever the post-combat play is. So if it's like a Rhino, we'll just exile the Rhino and then play our own Rhino. Because we also have Bile-Blight to kill Lion, so I think that's better than exiling the Lion and then just getting wrecked by like a Rhino post-combat. This might be a Thoughtseize. Death Dealer or something. I'm really curious to see what this is. Yeah, just a Death Dealer. Okay, that's fine with me. And not another land, so that's cool. Yeah, so now we can just go ahead and exile that Lion. And play this Rhino. Now we're kind of in the driver's seat. Like, our opponent can exile it and hit us with Death Dealer, but then we just play another Rhino in a temple and start to pull back ahead. Oh, another self-inflicted wound. That's actually pretty annoying. And a Lion. Alright, well. Guess we're not out of the woods yet. Ugin. Oh, man. I have to put that on the bottom, even though it's just unbeatable if it hits against Abzone aggro. Ooh, Urborg. That's sweet. Alright, so let's go ahead and block here, and our opponent can waste the turn pumping twice. But that's fine. We're basically just trying to buy time. Elspeth, perfect. Okay. Elspeth's a good one. If we can last one more turn to Elspeth, that's great for us. We're basically just treading water here, but we're actually just setting up for Elspeth to take over the game. That's what we're doing. Fleecemane Lion. Alright, so let's Bile-Blight this Death Dealer. Cast a Lion. And if our opponent attacks here, I think that I kind of just want to block. And our opponent can just monster us here, but like again, we're just trying to set up for this Elspeth. So I'm really just happy with anything that just causes our opponent to not do anything. Sweet. And we're just hoping Elspeth's good enough to go the distance. And if we draw another green source, we can play Courser as well, which is sweet. We'll block. Don't play Wingmate Rock. Thoughtseize or something? It feels like, oh no. Maybe it's Downfall. It's a Morph, it's a Den Protector. Another line maybe? Den Protector and a Rhino, okay. Huh. So I can minus Elspeth to kill the Rhino. And then play another Elspeth. Or I can just plus Elspeth. I think that's the best. And just go from there. Attacking me. Attacking me, attacking me. Wow, attacking me with everything. Interesting. Alright, well, we'll just block like this. See what happens. Opponent probably just gets back self-inflicted wounds with the stun protector. I'd really like to draw a like Windswept Heath or something. Just some way to cast this Courser and maybe shuffle that Ugin back into her deck. I'm honestly a little bit, like, it depends on what our opponent has, but I'm a little bit happy with this line here because we get to get this Den Protector off the board, which we just can't block. So let's see how this plays out for us. Three mana. Alright, Downfall Elspeth, okay. I'm just getting back a Downfall. Yeah, okay. Alright, well. Our opponent has a Downfall, but we're just priced into playing another Elspeth here, and just killing Siege Rhino. And now our opponent can just kill our Elspeth again, but yep. Dead Elspeth. Uh-oh. Is this a Rhino? And a Funza, sure. Nothing else, okay. And War Wastes. Okay. We're not dead yet. Play a Courser. Another Courser on top, okay. We're not in great shape here, but we're still alive. We can still maybe win. Doesn't look good. Throw that under the bus and go to 1. Alright. Courser. Well, I can't play this other Courser, I'm dead. So, play Sandstep Citadel. I'm dead. Yep, dead since I'm drawing a land. Alright, well that game somehow slipped away from us even though it looked really good. Maybe I made a mistake by not killing the line and letting him monstrous it. I don't know. Alright, so we're on the play this game. I kind of feel like we don't want this Crux. We want Read, I think. Read the Bones. And I think one Dramoka's Command. I think we just don't play Thoughtseize on the play. Just have it on the draw. Just play a much more proactive game. Yep, so we'll try this build out here. Yeah, somehow I feel like we were supposed to win that game and I'm not sure what went wrong. But this hand looks great, so I'm very happy with this one where we can Bioblight and then play Courser, which seems sweet. And we drew a Den Protector, sweet. Warden, okay. feel awkward bioblading this thing, but let's just do that and get Courser out here on an empty board. Kind of feels like a waste to bioblade a Warden like that, but we're gonna have to kill it eventually anyway. Oh, self-inflicted wounds. The card feels like it shouldn't be that good against me, but it just has been. If our lion survives this turn, we're just gonna monstrous. So if our opponent just plays a creature, I'm just gonna monstrous this lion. I mean, we can get wounded again, but oh well. Okay, just gonna downfall it. Fine. Fine with me. Absent Charm's a good draw. Alright, let's fetch up a plains. Play a Den Protector. I think I kind of just want to get back this Courser Crewfix again and just try to generate an advantage that way. Yeah, I think that the getting back Courser right now feels like the best line. Getting back Lion feels like the second best lion of play. Alright, there's a Fleeceman. And Influenza? Yep. Alright, yeah, we'll just get back Courser. I think. Maybe we just get back Bioblade at this point. Maybe, yeah, just getting back Bioblade to kill that Fleeceman line might be the right line. But then we can't actually even cast cut, so yeah, let's get back Courser. Try that on for size. Alright, well, Siege Rhino. I really hope this Murderous Cut just really just blows him out. That's my goal. Like, I'm just hoping our opponent just tries to monstrous this line and we just get to cut it. It would be a delight. A actual delight. This doesn't feel like him monstrosing a lion. A morph. Okay. Huh. End of turn. Kinda want to cut Anafenza, to be honest. Alright, well, I think we're just getting aggressive at this point. Seems like we're ahead on board. Just oh, trading all offline for Den Protector. Cool. Alright, and Courser. Fleecemane Lion. Sure, I guess we're just gonna lion it up. We're gonna try to kill our opponent with copious amounts of lions. This is a Den Protector flip. Let's see what he gets back. Probably self-inflicted, if I had to wager, I guess. Maybe Downfall. Self-inflicted wound. Okay. Let's see. I wonder, what are we supposed to sack? I think we just sack the lion if he wounds us, since Courser can generate some advantage over the course of this game. Yeah, I'm just gonna sack this lion. And Rhino, sure. Ooh, Read the Bones is sweet. Alright, so we'll exile Siege Rhino, attack for 6, and then play a Fleecemane Lion. So now our opponent has one card in hand or 2 cards in hand after the draw step, and they're a little bit behind on board, it looks like, especially with us with Read the Bones at the ready. We have a lot of pressure in play too. I'm trying to think if our opponent attacks with Den Protector, do we block with Lion? I think we just take it, but I might be wrong. It's actually an interesting decision. I think with Read the Bones on top, we block, since we're probably set up to win a longer game thanks to Read the Bones. And there's no reason to be super aggressive and take 3 for no reason. When like another Rhino could just upset the balance, especially if we like brick on Read the Bones. It's a really interesting game, actually. I'm really interested to see what happens in the remainder of this game. Our opponent's tanking pretty hard on this turn, so they're really debating this attack with Den Protector or not. And I've already decided that I'm probably just blocking if they attack. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'll block. And hopefully we don't get like self-inflicted wounded a 3rd time or something like that. Just be really gross. Now I'm wondering if our opponent has like Abzan Charm. They're really tanking hard here on what to do. Like put counters on their Den Protector? Seems kind of loose. Yeah, if they have Abzan Charm, just exile Siege Rhino. Probably another Rhino. And a Funza. Whew. Alright, well, I'm gonna attack with. Ooh. Yeah, attack with both. If our opponent doesn't have a removal spell here, they're dead. They do have a removal spell that can block Courser and then kill Rhino, which really sucks, but uh, then I can just play another Rhino and have another Charm coming. It's not the end of the world, but this play demands that our opponent block our Rhino, and then we can play another Rhino. Yeah, maybe this was too greedy of an attack. Okay, yeah, I guess this was too greedy of an attack. I guess here comes like Abzan Charm or something. Downfall maybe. Abzan Charm. Okay. Alright, well. Our opponent still has to rip to win here, since Rhino is a lethal attacker with our Abzan Charm to exile Anafenza. So hopefully our opponent doesn't rip to win. Yeah, maybe attacking with the Courser there was... Yeah, we probably should attack with just the Rhino. Attacking the Courser is probably super loose. Alright, we'll exile Anafenza. And, yep. Alright, trample over for the win. So we ended up winning a pretty close match against Abzan aggro. Looks like we were going to draw a Temple, scry Santa up to the bottom, then draw Elspeth, so we probably would have gotten there anyway, but I'm sure we could have played that game a little bit better, but it was still a really interesting match. We ended up going 4-0 with Abzan control with Wingmate Rocks. We didn't see the Rocks in action that much, but they were pretty sweet when we did, so I think I want to keep working on the deck and see where it goes. But anyway, thank you for watching these rounds, and stay tuned because I'm probably going to have a conclusion where I talk about things I liked, didn't like, and things I would maybe want to change with the deck.